Wazam! Welcome back to another video. I'm about to prep to go lake sitting with my boo for the holiday. You heard it right. My boyfriend was talking about having a big ant sandwich, so I'm gonna prep this, and I think I'm gonna keep the sauce off, the sauce and the pickles off, so that it is not soggy for tomorrow, and I'll pop it in the fridge. So let's do that. So my life saw a major upgrade when I got a bread knife in my life. This serrated long edge knife. Try this and see what your life is like cutting bagels. And we're definitely about to cut this nice long roll. So do y'all celebrate 4th of July? I do not. And if I'm being honest, I don't plan on having my children really celebrate it either. Of course, we're gonna enjoy the time off. Why wouldn't you? And I'm not gonna sit around being bitter, but I will walk around calling it the WYT man's holiday. Because if you know anything about don't start, don't make the noise, man. If you know anything about Independence Day, Black folks was still in slavery, okay? Full-fledged, bold-ass slavery, okay? But this is such a game changer. If you've never used a bread knife, you don't know what I'm talking about. But look at how easily this is going through. You ever tried to cut with a regular knife and it seems like impossible? And you've got breadcrumbs everywhere. Not with an appropriate knife, okay? Okay, I don't want to go all the way through. Let's see if I did her okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna force the rest of the way. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it. I could just bust it open, huh? Bust it open, bust it open. This mug kind of smelled good. It was $1 at Walmart. Okay, let's start getting some ingredients down. So yeah, that's my personal opinion on 4th of July. You know, our folks were still enslaved. We were actively helping build the fabric of the country, blah, 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 blah. I live here in Texas, so for me, you know, for one of the things that we celebrate is Juneteenth, because it took an additional like 2 years and some change after the Emancipation Proclamation and like the Confederate Army and like all of that jazz. We can do a lesson if you want, just comment down below. Happened before we even knew down here in the South that we were free. So there's that. But I'm gonna get off of the historical and let's talk about what we're packing for a lake day tomorrow. So I haven't had lunch meat in so long just because, y'all, I'm having real food aversions lately. Just knowing what's in our food, all the many products that we put on our skin and we ingest, and I'm having trouble. But I did try to go with something that made me feel a little bit better, and I got natural cut meats. I almost got some from the deli, but I couldn't quite see the words that I was looking for, which is no preservatives, no nitrates or nitrates added, no artificial ingredients, and no added hormones. Those were words that I needed in order to feel comfortable, and I didn't see those on the deli list. So we went packaged. Like I said, I haven't had lunch meat in quite some time. I honestly cannot even remember. I don't stock it in my fridge. I haven't done the due diligence to see what brands, you know, I'm content with. So we're doing this today. And we're gonna try to live a good life. Now, let me tell you this. On the subject of foods that are bad for you, did you know? I mean, we all know, unless you're getting, first of all, beef hot dogs, there's a lot of extra that goes in the hot dog meat. But did you know on the chemical front, like let's say you're still getting all beefs, right? You're still dealing with quite a bit of, do I want to leave it whole or cut it in half? It's pretty much whole size. I'm gonna leave it whole. You're dealing with quite a bit of chemicals and stuff still in your hot dogs. There's this guy on Instagram, which I've heard mixed reviews. You know, I think he was involved in some peculiar behavior involving finances and his foster kids or something. But I don't deny what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for his personal life business. It'd be different if somebody had said, oh, he was scamming the public to make them think that things were wrong and they weren't really. But what he's saying is true. I did not know that there was such a linkage of health complications and hot dogs, dude. He was talking about health implications associated with hot dogs, and I had no idea that, you know, just as simple as one in the season, right, can significantly impact, especially, you know, we're also talking about quantity here, your potential to see adverse effects in the future. That blew my brain. But it also makes sense because there's so much crap in the food that we have to make it shelf stable and, you know, all the buzzwords that people want or that big companies want, right? That aren't small batch and stuff like that. So, I mean, hey, like I said, that's why I picked these particular meats in hopes that I could calm my brain a little bit and finally enjoy a sandwich. All right, so the first layer I did was a layer of Applewood smoked deli turkey. Then I also got this natural uncured honey ham. Again, no nitrates, no not preserved, keep refrigerated ingredients, minimally processed, right? Look, let me say one other thing. I've started to notice that people at the store are a lot more health conscious. I'm seeing people read boxes. I'm seeing people look at the nutritional label. Like, folks are concerned with their health, and that's good to see overall. All right, and then we got these slices. So I did a layer of turkey all the way down, which you can see, and now I'm gonna go through with our ham. He's gonna be so excited to have this sandwich. He was talking about this the other day, and we were out doing something. We almost did this. We were almost like, oh snap, we should have made a sandwich, and now here we are. That's one thing about it. And, you know, I got to give praise to my mom and dad for showing that example. Like, if their spouse wants it, they're going to get it done. So he said sandwich, and I was like, what better day than 4th of July to have a big old sandwich? So that's going to be our life. Let me see about closing. Oh, snap. She looking good. I know, picks up food. Hey, that shows you just how strong this bun is. All right, so there's a few things I'm not gonna put on here today and that we'll do on site, which will be our mustard or mayonnaise, pickles, and tomato. But I did get some smokehouse cheddar from Sargento. He heard this bag and came running. Anybody else got a greedy dog? He likes cheese. He came to me like that, y'all. And I don't give it to him often, so definitely don't come on my page talking about, hey, you like cheese. He barely even gets anything. You know how some dogs get like the pup cups? I don't do all that stuff. Not here, buddy. So I'm literally just gonna let him have a half in little bits at a time. So as far as cheese, I think I'm just gonna go down the way with squares. Who's texting me? Okay. My sister was asking about somebody's social information, like on the social webs to be able to find them. And she said, what's her handle? Okay, girl. It's gonna be some purple onion that I just sliced in half. Wasn't not too much. If you don't like onion on your sandwich, which I'm saying this, I think my boyfriend will be fine. But if you don't like onion on your sandwich, you should probably grow up. You should probably grow up. If you don't like mushrooms, you should probably grow up. What's another one? Comment down below. Hey, if you don't like this, you should probably grow up. And then I have a question. My boyfriend is allergic to spinach. I remember when we first dated, I made spinach and artichoke dip and fed it to him. Like, he knew what he was eating, but was so enthralled with all this beauty that he did not pay attention. So that night he was throwing up. I was like, oh my goodness, I done poisoned my man. Like, what? Anyways, is anyone else allergic to spinach? Comment down below. So this is a spring mix, but what I'm gonna do is just pull out like the arugula in it because I didn't want to buy any additional supplies. Oh, L. Not me, really. Like, I love him. That's crazy. Really, making sure there's no spinach on this sandwich. Also, if you don't like greenery on your burgers, on your sandwich, you need to grow up. Because the thing about it is a textural, like, masterpiece. And flavor profiles, too. That's the whole point of having these different things. They come together, textures and flavors, to give you the full product. All right, so better greens is down. I think that's plenty. I like quite a bit on mine personally. So I'm gonna pick one side. Is this spinach, y'all? I don't know. With the purple